Hi class, my name's Julie and this is my aha video. I was given chapter 4 to find something in that it took me a little while to understand. So I went with muscle hypertrophy. I'm going to read the definition that the book gave, and it will and I guess I'll explain why it didn't really make sense to me. Muscle hypertrophy involves an increase in the size and number of myofibrils, which increases the size of the muscle fibers, the fascicles, and ultimately the overall muscle belly. In addition, the connective tissue must also expand to accommodate the increasing size of the muscle. When I read that, I'm like, what in the world did I just read? So that was one that I had to go and kind of look it up and figure out what it meant. So I'm going to read what I found that in my eyes, I guess it makes a little bit more sense. Muscle hypertrophy is a term for the growth and increase of the size of muscle cells. The most common type of muscular hypertrophy occurs as a result of physical exercise, such as weightlifting, and the term is often associated with weight training. All right, the hypertrophy muscle process. When someone starts exercising a muscle, there is first an increase in the nerve impulses that cause muscle contraction. This often results in strength gains with no noticeable change in muscle size. As a person continues to exercise, there's an interaction of nervous system responses that results in an increase in protein synthesis over months, and the muscle cells begin to grow larger and stronger. So there are two main components necessary for the growth of muscles. They are stimulation and repair. The stimulation occurs during the contraction of the muscle or during the actual exercising of the muscle. Each time that a muscle is exercised, contraction occurs. This repeated contraction during a workout causes damage to the internal muscle fibers. These muscle fibers are broken down throughout the course for a workout. Once damaged, these fibers are ready to be repaired. This is where the muscle growth occurs. The muscle fiber repair occurs after the workout, while the muscles are in resting mode. New muscle fibers are produced to help replace and repair the damaged ones. More fibers are produced to make up for the damaged ones, and this is where the actual muscle growth takes place. Although the process of muscle hypertrophy is the same for each individual, the results vary with each individual. In some individuals, the process occurs to a much larger degree than it does for others. So when I looked this up and I read this, I Googled it, of course. This definition, or with the weight training and the way that the muscle is used and worked, it made more sense to me, honestly, than the paragraph that I read in the book where I'm like, what did I just read? Sometimes, when there's too many big words in there and I'm like, and my brain's a little fuzzled, I guess I don't get it. So yeah, this was kind of my aha moment where I'm like, okay, that makes more sense to me. So that's all I got. Thanks for listening. Bye.